Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Amnesia and Science. We are in part 7 of chapter 3, City of Rage. The party has almost reached Thaliost, just about maybe 30 minutes out. Dune. After waking up and learning that you missed out on the chance to face off against the dragon, you bitterly leave the room and go to drown your sorrows with a drink. You are currently in the bar area of the private dining car. What are you gonna order?
Whiskey as usual.
As you to enjoy your drink, you notice that the only other one there is a red-headed female human, which is odd because you don't recall seeing her in the private car at all once.
And who may you be? Because I did a whole fucking sweep of this place and I didn't see you anywhere around.
Me whatever you want, Feather, she says, smirking. I'm just another passenger. I bribed my way up here because I wanted a taste of the finer drinks.
Seems like we have one thing in common. Bribing is a daily business.
Indeed, but that's what makes it the most fun.
That and a good old amount of persuasion of the rough kind.
How rough you talking?
Gun to the forehead, giving two choices. My daily business. You into whiskey?
I prefer wine.
Soft kind, I see. All right. But what brings you onto this train anyways?
Oh, I'm afraid that's for me to know, but do go ahead and guess. I'd love to see what you think.
Dune, can I make a perception check to see what kind of equipment she has or what kind of armor?
Sure, go ahead.
Uh, 20, that's a total of 16.
You see she's wearing a fairly somewhat pretty dress. Her hair is long and curly. Uh, she has the look of someone who's mischievous and flirtatious.
So I take it you dabble into either playing people for their money or playing an instrument?
First option.
I'd like to see something like that in action because I think you have your tricks and I'm eager to learn.
The bartender is just rolling his eyes because he's seen this kind of shit before. Good boy, here we go again.
It's just CJ from GTA. Oh shit, here we go again.
The bartender just looks like... No, okay, I'm calling it. The bartender looks like CJ. Before anything else can continue, you hear the door to the private car opening. A voice like calling out, like, "Hey, we almost there yet? I need to get a move on." And do you want to take a peek at who you see?
Sure.
Looking at the sidecar, you see a goblin, and roll just a straight d20.
Sure. Ah. Just a straight without any mods or anything?
Just without any mods.
15.
With that, a sudden bit of familiarity comes over you about this goblin. Do you want to check your bounty papers you have?
Sure. Do I
All right.
roll on something or?
I just pull them out, and as you look through them, you recognize the goblin. His name is Pokerface Dick, and and he's wanted for murder after being caught cheating at a game. Wanted dead or alive.
I quickly look over to the redhead woman and whisper to her, "You want to have some? You want to toy with some prey before I book him in?"
Fine where I am, thanks. But you go ahead, have your fun. Might amuse me.
Well, I rather thought you could play him before I book him in. As in, you good with the dice?
You're the one who knows him, not me.
Uh, he's a gambler and murderer. Nothing
And
big.
aren't you gonna
Well,
get it?
you're into.
Aren't you gonna get him?
I wanted to leave you the chance to play him for his money first.
You're really trying to rope her in on this, aren't you?
Well, she's basically tricking people for the money through gambling. So why
No,
not
wait,
give
wait,
her
hey,
a
hold up.
chance?
Hey, but I never said it was. I never said it was gambling.
I literally asked her if she was a gambler.
You know, you said, do you trick people out of their money or do you use an instrument? You never said anything about gambling. You said she tricked people out of their money, but you never specified it was gambling.
All right. Then let's go with the fact that she's a fucking rogue. Given that she declined, I'm gonna turn to the bounty and just casually, like walk there, like as if I wasn't really focusing on them. Once I'm past them, I'm gonna pull my revolver, put it to their head. So now we can do this two ways. Either I'll tie you up, bring you in, and you happily live on with whatever you did, whatever you're gonna do, or I'll take the chance of bringing you in dead, which
I
I'll
love how you.
happily do.
I love how you said that. Or I could take the. Okay, give me a second.
Intimidation roll.
Okay, hang on. But
So I got a nat 20 with a modifier of 1, so there's a 21. Why the heck do I not have? Why do I not have proficiency on intimidation? I had it. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I have it. It's just not on the updated sheet anymore because we forgot every proficiency. So that's a 3. So 23.
oh damn, almost. He got a 25.
How the heck does he get a 25?
He
What's the
has
modifier on him?
charisma. It's a +5.
Zero's got a nat 20.
Yeah. I mean, good attempt though. I'll give you that. Good attempt. Uh, instead of getting an answer, Goblin is going to use his nimble escape and disengages from your grip and starts running down.
I never grabbed him.
Didn't?
I just put the gun to the back of his head. That's it.
Okay, well, with nimble escape, he's going to start racing. Like you got behind him, right?
Yeah, I'm basically behind him.
He's going to use nimble escape to disengage, and he races towards the door of the private
Wait, does
dining
Nimble
car.
Escape remove the reaction?
Uh,
Because if he moves away from me, I still get a what was it? Reaction attack thingy?
do you?
Opportunity attack. That's what it was.
Well, from what I'm looking at, no, it doesn't say it does.
So
He
I get.
disengages and he tries to get to the door. And he's like, "You ain't getting me alive!"
Can I do an attack roll on him?
Go on.
Okay, one moment. That's that. I'm proficient with this, so that's an additional to that.
But you're shooting him. You're
Um,
shooting at him with your revolver, right?
yes. So. Oh, oh damn. Um.
Uh,
So my question is, does a 21 hit?
yes.
That's 12 damage to the back.
Oh shit. It hits him. Where did you aim for?
Basically head, as I always do if I want to bring him dead.
It grazes the side of his head, going through his ear. He cries out his pain as he stumbles, but opens the door to the ladder outside. Gotta follow after him.
Wait, so I rolled for a hit and got 12 damage and still okay.
Wait, he has more than 12 health.
All right, I'm going to chase him.
God, if I could play it, I would have some like Western chase music on right now.
Trust me, it always turns out as Benny Hill.
uh, it's not that easy to miss him because he is just dripping blood from his wound.
Can I shout
Uh,
after him?
maybe you yell at him.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want.
Last chance, buddy. You can get away with a wound, or you can get away dead.
I like to imagine you're just casually climbing up as he's struggling to get away.
just drinking a cup of tea on the side.
Earl, what are you doing here?
Marvelous! He is running.
What?
Marvelous! He is running, just as I love it.
Uh, yeah, he makes it to the edge of the car. Like you're on the roof now. He makes it to the
Mhm.
edge, but he looks back at you and he's like, "You know what? Fine. You come for me." And he reaches for his own revolver. Draw.
I just straight up shoot. Like, shoot at his hand.
Uh, what you're aiming for the hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
One moment. 16 plus 6, that's 22 plus my 2 proficiency. 24.
Yeah, you're trying to shoot his gun or his hand.
Like, basically, it's hand, so he can't shoot with it.
Okay, that does hit. Roll damage.
Oh god. That's 16. Yeah, it's 16.
You blow off his hand. He screams in pain before falling out of sight. In between the spaces between the carts, and you just hear a sickening crunch.
As in he fell down to the rails or what?
He got crushed. He had 1 health left.
So is he still reachable or is he like down between the like down?
Go. You don't know. Go take a look.
I go take a look.
When you peer over the side, you see a. Don't see a lot. You just see some splattered bits of blood and a piece of torn cloth dangling against the railing.
So there's no solid bits left from like that fall.
I mean, there's the blood if you want to scoop that up for proof, or if you want, you could check the cloth.
Can I still grab his revolver from where I am right now? Like I blew
Roll
his off.
perception. Well, roll perception to see if you find it.
Do I have a bonus on perception? Because right now I got an 11. Anything can save me here. Okay, I still get a 6 on that, so it's a 17.
You find it clattered on the steps in between. It's a it's a revolver made of black metal, while the handle is made of pearl. And do you want to go see if you can? Do you want to go pick it up?
I'm gonna go pick it up and then search what is left of him.
You pick up the gun. You see the handle, which not only is a pearl, it's decorated with a couple of emeralds, and monographed on it is "P.F. Dick."
All right. What do I gotta roll for you to see what is still
I got it.
salvageable of him?
Another investigation because there's that cloth.
I definitely will not find much with that roll alone.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 7, but I still have my mods on it. What was it? Investigation. It's still a 7.
So in total, just 7.
Oh no, wait. No, it's a +4 by the updated stats.
So it's a 7 to an 11.
Yes. It
Nah,
is.
you don't find much in the cloth. You find it's just a piece of like coat. The only proof you have that you killed P.F. Dick is you have his gun.
I killed the dick. All right, I put away the revolver and head back to the bar.
Did you say you feel better about missing out on the dragon now?
I feel good about shooting a dick.
Oh, are you also keeping the scrap of coat?
They're gonna they're gonna do some DNA
I mean, you gotta.
samples.
I mean, you're gonna have to produce something to them to show you killed him, and the only thing you have is the gun, so you'll have to
Sure,
give him the gun.
sure. I'm gonna put it in my bounty bag.
Yeah, he only had 13 health.
Wait, so the first shot basically nearly killed him, or what?
Yeah. I didn't give him that
You
health on purpose. I literally rolled for his health, and that's what he got when I made him. So I was
could
like, you
have
know what?
at
Okay.
least made it so you could have at least made it so he's near death and just lying there instead of making him run. So we've learned the real weakness of a goblin lies within their ears.
You get back to the bar. The girl is gone. But the guy who looks like CJ, but also has a little bit of big smoke in him, is still cleaning glasses.
All right, back to the base. One whiskey.
Back in the rooms, Earl and Jill, you two are sharing a room. What have you two been doing since the attack by the dragon?
Earl finally used the restroom. Found the restroom, I should say. No.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say he was probably taking care of Chai.
And in the meanwhile, while Earl was caring for Chai, Jill is just also caring for their little pet girl. Cause why not? But as Jill is, caring for their pet, they look to Earl and they ask, like, hey, so about, like, what happened earlier, are you still shocked about it? Because I'm still shocked about it.
Honestly, really get to see the dragon until we're pretty much at the end of the train, to be honest.
That
I
is
can't see
true.
much with lice.
Even then, I'm still baffled by, like, the sight of that dragon.
We watched a man dissolve in acid.
I don't know about that.
We did. Remember the hobgoblin? One of the hobgoblins got hit by the acid breath.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
You know, I'm starting to think I'm cursed every time I go on a systematic railroad or something. Because I almost die twice.
I
So,
know.
either we need to get me some better armor, or you guys won't really be having a detective no more.
I honestly think we all need, like, new and improved armor. Honestly, I have to agree with you.
As you're talking about your armor, like, Earl, you're just, like, poking at the weird substance that Gur spit on you that's been helping hold everything together. Ew.
I'm not sure if it's solid or sticky at this point.
It's essentially, like, dried up.
Okay, can I just
Ooh.
quickly say, my headset wasn't working for a moment, and I just came back to Earl saying something about sticky, and then you said it's pretty much dried up.
Like you're just drinking your whiskey. You know, isn't me about hearing things about sticky and dryness? Again, meanwhile, in his own room, Secundus, making sure he has it muffled, is using the speaking stone on his staff. After a little bit of getting it to work, the voice of Luminos comes in. You have something to report, Secundus. Yes, sir. All has been going well so far. Little hiccups from rowdy passengers, but all is well. That is until not too long ago. What happened? The train was attacked by Mordon. God. And the others, are they alright? Yes, sir. Earl took a lot of damage from some of the acid, but is overall, they are doing alright. But speaking of, Brenna had to leave. Something came up with her family back home. Oh, well. Sorry to hear that, but I'm also glad Earl is doing okay. Anything else to report? Nothing much, sir, except that we are approaching Thaliost very soon. Alright, well, be careful, and don't forget, magical implements are forbidden when they're carried. Don't forget that. Oh, not, sir. Secundus out. About 10 more minutes pass before finally the train comes to a stop. You guys gather up anything you have left in your rooms before you disembark the lightning rail. As you are leaving, Crichton, your shifter caretaker, approaches you.
Glitch. Did the others notice the basically leftovers of goblin on the way?
No, because it's outside the train.
Ah, damn it.
um,
What is that stain? Nothing.
Earl has to be more careful with their tea. As you guys are disembarking, Crichton, the shifter who looked after you guys, approaches you. Oh, yeah, I trust you all. Enjoy trip?
It was okay.
Eventful?
I'll give it 2 out of stars.
2 out of 5 tea bags.
It was nice, but subpar. I don't know. It was comfortable, but aside from like all the fighting and chaos, I don't know.
Secundus speaks up. It was rickety, but enjoyable.
And now, Secundus, you can't be making no puns like that.
Doing anything to say to Crichton before you disembark?
Not really.
You just put a gold. You just put a copper. You just put a copper in his pocket. Here you go, kid. Here you go. Go buy yourself something nice.
Copper. It wouldn't be that cheap.
You guys pretty much disembark the lightning rail as the other passengers are getting off on their other places. But as you disembark, you pretty much now realize that you are in much deeper waters. As you guys walk through the station and step out to breathe in the air of Thaliost, you are pretty much caught off guard when you see what the town has become. If you look in maps, this is what you see when you leave the station.
Hold on. It's still loading.
This place is depressing. That's for sure. It's all broken. Like it's all broken. What even happened?
The riots. Secundus responds as he keeps walking. Believe me, it's not going to stop.
So we're here to stop those riots?
No, don't forget, we're here to find an artifact. There's everything else must come second. Like
right.
he says that with conflict in his voice.
Understandable.
My
Thanks
friend,
for
sounds
reminding
like
me,
you
though,
don't want
dude.
it that way.
Say that
Thank you
again.
for reminding me, Secundus. This train ride got my brain bundled up in a lot of, stress. Because I guess motion sickness just isn't really great to deal with right now since we're stable and not moving.
He can't touch you because he's a poisoned frog, but he gives you a somewhat pat on the back with his walking stick.
I appreciate the attempt to pat me.
And like Gur gives you a nuzzle inside the scarf.
No.
So you guys are here. You are in Thaliost. What is the first thing you guys are gonna do?
I'm so sorry. We're towards the white building, correct?
No, you just left the white building. Yeah, you're in that area, but that is the train station. That's lightning rail
Okay.
station.
Okay, sorry. It took forever to load.
Good.
Is there anybody that seems kind of suspicious nearby, or anybody that might be familiar with the artifact we're looking for?
Well, you don't know. Roll perception.
Give me a second. Please let me roll. There we go. That's a 17.
Aside from people disembarking or heading to the station, most prominent figures around that don't look friendly are soldiers in shining armor.
This seems like a cozy place. Not too far from my usually workspace.
And Earl?
Supposedly for a place that has a lot of damage, those knights tend to have a clean set of armor.
Do any of you want to roll history to see if you recognize those knights?
I'll do that.
I'm gonna go for the same. Just got a 14.
And Joe?
So since I have a +2 with history, 12 + 2, that's 14.
You both got a 14.
Yeah.
You don't recognize them too much. You just know they are part of an organization. Secundus, however, rolled a 17, and he turns to you all. Those are the soldiers of the Church of the Silver Flame, if you recall the religion that Luminous spoke of.
I want to be best to see if they might know where they're hiding the artifact.
You really think it's wise? Secundus just looks at you, Earl. You really think it's wise to go spilling what we're looking for when it's supposed to be top secret?
Oh, sometimes it's not asked for directions.
Yes. But we need to keep what we're looking for as a low profile.
I mean,
And
we
my
don't necessarily have to ask them. Maybe we can follow them.
Please ignore my phone.
Secundus, I think you have a message on your staff.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, yes, I see. Ooh, free Groupon. So you guys want to try to find a guide?
Yeah.
Well then, what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna stay at the station, or you're gonna try to enter the city that's near the bottom of the map?
I'm gonna stay around the fountain that's not far from the entrance to the station and just walk around and see for any locals to see if they know the area better than we do or something like that.
Okay, Earl, Dune, what are you gonna do?
Earl's. Am I able to see? I know it's weird, but is there any shops nearby where you can kind of maybe suit up a little bit more?
That depends. Where would you say you are right now on the map?
I think I would still consider Earl to be in in the plaza.
You wouldn't know. You would need to go looking throughout the city. Like again, that's why you need to find a guide.
Oh, well, I guess he's gonna try to find somebody.
We kind of have a bird's eye view of the place, if you know what I mean. A literal bird's
Oh
eye
my-
view.
I like to imagine you said that out loud, and Secundus is like, "We get it, Dune. If you want to fly up, go ahead. Just be careful."
Helps us either way. Like, I mean, I can see the trouble way ahead of you. And with that, I will go into flight mode.
Okay. How high can you get? Don't take that out of context, Dune. Just answer the question logically.
How much weed you got? It doesn't say anything about height from what I have as sources.
What is your
It's
flight?
the same as your movement.
Like, my flight speed is 50 feet in flight.
Okay, then I'm gonna say you. How high do you think you would actually go? Like 20, 30 feet?
Same as his flight feet.
Yeah, that's 50, so yeah. 50.
Did you want it? But do you want to go up to 50, or would you stop along the way?
Is there anything obstructing the way up?
Oh, I'm just asking.
Because I feel, with the pass that we had, I feel like you're gonna have me fly into like a like in what's it called? Overland wire. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep like 30, 35 feet up.
Okay, as you do that, you hear faint shouting from behind you. Want to take a look?
Sure.
You see some knights, some of those knights from before, with bows and arrows pointed at you, and they're stationed on the roof of the station. They're not. They don't look like they're going to attack, but look like they're keeping an eye on you. Remember, keep in mind the city has had its fair deal of riots.
All right. I'm gonna look at them and let them know. I'm just gonna fly to help my group figure out where we're gonna go. I'm that type of guy who helps your type of guy to keep the city quiet.
Some of the knights, like from the distance, look at each other, and then all you hear is a faint "What?"
Can I fly closer to them to say that again?
If you want.
I'm gonna fly a bit closer so they can hear me and then say, we just want to know where to go. No worry about us.
Look at each other, and they're just like,
What?
no, one of them, just one of them goes, you could find a map to the city and a stand in the station.
All right, I'll fly back to the group to spread this information.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Jill, you're still looking around, right?
Yeah.
Roll per perception.
Sure. 4 plus my perception modifier. +3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7. I rolled a 7.
You look just pacing back and forth throughout the station. You don't find much, mostly because you're given the city's history and how it looks. You're too anxious to ask anyone for help. So when you head back to the fountain where Gur is waiting for you, just admiring the water, but also topping to look at you, as you approach Gur to give him a pat, you hear a voice call out.
Hey, you lost, kid?
What? Huh? Joel says as they look over to the voice and they pick up Gur and put Gur in their scarf. Who said that?
You spot the fountain, someone you didn't see before, someone casually leaning against it, a suspicious-looking female satyr.
Hi. Did you call out to me?
Why, yes. Yes, I did. You looked a little lost, and I thought maybe I could lend some assistance. If you're up for it.
Me and my group could use some assistance. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you headed?
To my knowledge, we're in the right city, but I don't know much of what to do. I need to find my teammates. I don't know where the heck they ran off to, aside from this bird guy, who's just flying up in the air right now, and I don't
I
know where
already landed,
the.
by the way.
Okay, and I don't know where this tea-loving like bot person went. I don't know where they are. And I don't know where, and I definitely don't know where that frog person went. But we all need help finding something.
All right, and what is this thing you're looking for?
I'd rather find the rest of my group and we all explain it to you together. So then I don't mess up because I don't remember much of what's going on. Because like I'm still a little dazed from the train ride all the way here because motion sickness is
Can we do my laundry
stunning.
tomorrow?
Sorry about the background noise, by the way.
Well, I can tell you that was definitely a rookie move, splitting up like that without no forms of communication or even a meetup place.
You tell me. Tell me twice, sister. I don't know. Like, you don't need to tell me twice, sister.
Hmm.
It's annoying, but I'm just waiting here. If the others run around to me, they can run to me and we all group back together. But yeah, this is the best landmark I can see because the unicorn statue is like right center in that freaking fountain.
Yeah, I've always wondered why this thing was never destroyed. Well, if you want, I can find your teammates, bring them back here, and y'all can explain to me what the hell you're doing.
Sure. I need to find them too, anyways.
You stay here. I'll go look, cause I know this place like the back of my hoof.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Like the back of my hoof. Oh, that's new.
Alright, so what do these friends of yours look like?
One of them is like a walking frog. Another one is like a bird person, and another one is a robotic looking person, most likely drinking tea.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back to Earl and Secundus as Dune lands next to them. Did you find anything out?
I found out that we can get a guide in the train station. So either we get that guide, like a map guide, or we look for someone who knows their way around. But the second option might not be cheap.
So essentially, we were going back from where we came from.
Indeed.
We don't really look around much, do we?
With that, you sure as hell are right. You should start doing that.
Oh, it's not that hard. I'll go back into the station and pick up a map.
Alright, before we lose each other even more, I'll come with you.
You're losing each other. Did anybody know where Jill went?
I do not. But I'm certain once we got the map, we can look for them.
Oh, you do remember we're talking about someone who loves to steal stuff. And we're in an area with a lot of angry people.
I see this as a win-win. Either we find Gel or we just leave it to me and have this as a bounty.
When they told me I was looking for a frog, a bird, and a tin can, I didn't think literally.
I'll turn to see a female satyr walking up to you. And who are you?
Oh, my apologies. My name is Norimo. A friend of yours over by the fountains in front of the train station sent me to find you.
She, Secundus regards you with a suspicious glare before he goes to check on Belle at the fountain.
Now, she hasn't done anything to annoy you yet, right?
Oh, no, not at all. In fact, she's a little skittish right now. So, why don't we all go back to the fountain, and you all can explain to me what you're doing here and how I can help.
Would you accept that we're just visiting?
Yes and no. Look, do y'all want my help around the city or not?
How about we start over first? Secundus approaches with Gel and Gur. First off, what is your name?
I just said my name's Norimo.
Okay, I am Secundus. This is Gel and Gur. You've already met. This is Earl, and this is Dune.
So, what brings y'all to this decrepit shithole of a town?
We were going to just get a map to look for a guide.
Well, no need to worry. I'm right here.
Yo.
Sure, why not? I'm here. I'm bored. You need help?
Why does this sound too good to be
Well-
true? What are your intentions?
I'm kind of with you there, dude.
Well, I can see how y'all will be a skeptic. A feminine-looking, non-binary satyr with arms covered in scars just walks up to you and offers help. Sure, why not trust me?
I trust them.
Let's be honest, you trust everyone.
Even then, sometimes the most unexpected people that you can trust will be the best allies. I know it the hard way and the easy way.
Or backstabbing. Well, I'm not gonna say the word right now. Who just wait till they can get your best, your money. I'm speaking from my experience here. So, normal. Let's take the situation that we're giving you a chance of trust. Where would one acquire some equipment?
Oh, all you just need is equipment? What?
So far,
First off, I'm feeling a lot of tension. How about first and foremost, I treat you all to the best tavern in the Three Corners Bazaar?
I'm down.
I
Free booze?
guess I'll take the offer. As long as I'm able to pour my own drink a little bit.
alright, if the teabag goes, I go.
Perfect. Shall we get going then? And I start to lead the way.
Gel follows. Of course.
All right. After about 5 to 10 minutes of walking through the bazaar, from what you've learned from Norimo, the Three Corners Bazaar has been here since before the first lightning rail was built. There, it used to be the center of commerce, where fishermen from the Bitter Sea and farmers from the north and the west would exchange goods. River elves and ferry caravans came from the south, and the city also has plenty of its own craftspeople. And the bridge that connected Thaliost to Karnath added much more to the commerce, enriching everyone. But the war brought the worst of it, leading to the bridge's destruction. And since then, along with the riots and the religious drama, organizations such as gangs have been more prominent since. And the tavern you guys lead her to is known as the Normo.
Everyone, welcome to the best bar in the Three Corners Bazaar, the Drunken Spark.
You guys look up at the sign, and it does say the drunken spark, but the R was actually removed, so it spells the Duncan Spark.
I keep telling them to replace that sign. I open the door.
Let me guess. A tavern run by Warforged?
The tavern looks pretty cozy, Jill says as they walk in after Norimo opens the door.
Yeah. The drunken spark is basically welcome to all customers of all shapes and sizes. And luckily for you, the Templars don't stop by here, so you are welcome to hang out as much as you want without any hassle.
As you walk in, like an elderly lizard man in the corner, it's pronounced Duncan!
No, I was always drunken, you old geezer!
What's that? I don't hear you, Duncan!
Ignore him, he's going senile.
Oh.
At least I don't owe any debts!
I thought I told you never to bring those up again!
You're the one drunkenly proclaiming them when you have rough nights!
Anyway, please, feel free to have whatever you want on me.
I appreciate that.
Alright.
Thank you.
Booze I ain't gonna pay for is the best booze.
Is anyone gonna approach the bar?
I'm gonna approach the geezer.
He's not at the bar, but okay. He's just a really old-looking lizard man.
Hi there, sir. Any fun things to tell about this town? Someone like you must have experience.
Wait a minute, I think I recognize you. Aren't you that bounty hunter?
And if I am?
Yes, I remember. You're the guy who wanders the desert. What was his name again? Oh, right, the filthy pigeon. That's you, right?
You remember that part a bit wrong. People call me Dune. So, any stories you gotta share?
My favorite color is periwinkle.
I feel
Don't
like that's
bother talking to him, you're just gonna lose brain cells.
What is your favorite color? Yeah, I think I got him.
I need to breathe.
Okay, well, dude's catching his breath. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm turning into a kettle. I'm wheezing.
Well, all that Jill does is sit at a random table, secluded somewhere, because, like, I don't know, something about them just makes them feel like they need to seclude for, like, 5-10 minutes and just take a breather, I guess. So, yeah, that's what they do.
Secundus is gonna sit beside you because he can tell, like, the city is getting to you. Earl and Norimo, what are you two doing?
I'm sitting at the bar waiting for them to tell me why they're here and how I can help them.
You can't do that if you're sitting at the bar alone.
Earl can't reach that seat. He's too short.
I'm breathing again.
I'm gonna say Dune says that. Dune says that as he approaches the bar too.
What am I saying? Sorry.
The bartender is a. Sorry. The bartender is a Goliath with a pot belly, a ponytail. Just. Oh, great! You're back. What do you want this time, Nori?
Oh, you know me too well. The prismatic spray potion, please.
Why do you have to call it that? He says as he starts making it.
Oh, come on. You always make it so pretty. How could I not call it that?
Dune, are you sitting at the bar? No.
Sure.
And meanwhile, Earl's just trying to climb onto a stool, making it look like he's stooling. Like, almost there.
Can I help
It's
Earl?
over.
I help Earl. I help Earl get in the stool.
As you guys sit at the bar, a noise from behind the bar gets louder as a door opens up and a keg is being rolled. However, it's being rolled. It's to Dune and Earl for you two. It's being rolled by a very strange-looking creature.
What in the world is that?
Oh, that's my keg golem. I call him Spruce.
I'm surprised he's still activated after all these years.
He's only 2 years old.
Exactly.
Is he a brother from another mother for me?
Brother, is that you?
He's the wooden version of me.
Our mother was a tuna fish can. Our father was a dumpster.
I never met my father.
But I got a chance to meet my mom before they took the tuna out. The bartender finishes making the drink as he passes it to Nori, and then he looks at Dune and Earl. Hey, what do you two want?
I'll probably want something to drink. I want some knowledge from you, if you have it.
Depends on what you're asking for, and what do you want to drink? And he looks at you, Earl.
Oh. What you got? Like a menu?
He just passes the menu to, and it's just all kinds of alcoholic beverages.
Earl just looks at the menu. And he just points to a random one. Can I have that one?
You sure? He looks at you with an eyebrow raised. You sure?
Oh, yes.
All right, and then he then reaches down beneath the counter and puts on some black-looking rubber gloves and some goggles, and then he opens up a certain keg and reaches in and pulls out some kind of glowing pepper thing.
I look over at you, Earl. You clearly never ordered from a bar, have you?
Then pours a sickly green-looking liquid into a big glass container and drops the pepper thing in, causing it to fizzle and bubble before passing it back to you. All right, one jumping jambalaya extreme.
Oh, this ain't gonna rust my insides, right?
I don't know. None of us here have drunk it before, and everyone else at the bar or near the table is looking at you, Earl.
Distinctly remember the last person who drank that spent about a week in the shitter.
And like one guy in the background, like and Elfie's like, "Oh yeah, didn't his intestine blow up?"
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then and then a random like orc in the background is like, "Oh yeah, and his tongue disintegrated too."
I think his skin also turned permanently red.
And didn't his hair fall out?
Gosh, this makes me want to use this as a torture instrument.
So, Earl, you're gonna drink it?
He's gonna do it. He already ordered. He's too dedicated to back down now.
Constitution saving throw.
Hey, who's the DM here?
I know.
All right, Earl, you take a sip, and because you are you? Be honest, are you feeling scared right now?
He's feeling a little scared, but he just
You should be.
he totally forgot he does not have a stomach.
As you take the drink, roll a Constitution saving throw. Again, like just roll a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on. Let me roll, please. Sorry, I'm using D&D Beyond. So I have a dirty 20. So if it wasn't without advantage, it would have been a 3. But with advantage, it was 20. A dirty 20.
Right? But stealing your nerves, no pun intended. You take a sip of the drink. You hear it sloshing out in your insides, and you look around like nothing happens at first.
Are you sure drinking that was a good idea? I just start slowly backing away. Whatever you do, don't move, don't breathe, don't do anything except maybe pray to whatever higher being you follow.
And right as you finish saying that, a voice behind you, Earl, goes, "Boom!" How do you react?
I think he's gonna jump a little bit, but he's not necessarily gonna be like super scared.
But you just drop the glass.
Yeah, he drops the glass. Yeah.
Everyone at the bar just starts laughing at you. Oh my god! I can't believe you got another sucker.
I think I understand why they call it a jumping jambalaya.
The bartender just claps you on the back row. Welcome to the club, dumbass.
I jump back into my stool.
But no, seriously though, you are lucky. That would have killed you.
If you were made of flesh, that would have killed you, definitely.
I'm just wondering what it did to the tea in my rest of my body. Speaking of which, does anybody want a cup?
Yeah. So, as things settle down, dude, are you gonna order anything, or do you still want some information?
I want some information. I'm gonna take out a silver coin and like under my fingers, just slide it over to the barkeep and quietly ask, heard anything interesting in the direction of the people who run the city? Anything unusual?
I guess it depends, friend. And he just takes the coin. Looking to cause trouble?
Rather to solve a problem of our own. Nothing big that should affect this town, at least yet.
So what you're mainly asking for, has anything interesting happened in the town lately?
I'm asking if there's anything unusual, like interesting. Could be a all-out fight of drunk people, but I'm talking about unusual, like something that even for this town doesn't seem normal.
Well, we get all sorts of crazy activity in this town, friend. So asking for something like that, it's like looking through a needle in a haystack.
Anything that really stuck out, like something that for even this town is unusual.
Well, if you must know, a bunch of broken bodies were found on the streets a few days back.
Elaborate on broken bodies.
Normally, it would have. People would expect it to be troublemaker killed by the Templars or Templars killed by troublemakers. Only this time it was both. And the wounds looked pretty nasty.
So you'd say it was neither of them who caused it?
I can't say for certain. No one else was suspected.
Do you know of anyone who would be able to cause that kind of aggression or those kind of wounds?
I sling an arm around you, Dune. I'm so glad you asked that, by the way. I sit up straight like I'm about to tell a story. Know a guy who knows this guy who deals with that kind of shit.
Nori, do just straight up interrupt you. I'm not here for stories. Give us the short version.
I know a guy who knows this guy who deals with that kind of shit.
And would you be ready to lead us to them?
Bartender gives you the side eye, Nori, as though, but you know what you're doing.
I would be happy to lead you to him.
And how does the danger look? Would that put us on a bad side with one of the two greater forces of this town?
Not with them, but it will cost you.
Money or sanity?
Both. Also, there's a lot of forces in this town, buddy. So what do you say? You still accept my offer?
Depends if the rest of the group is in.
I look over at Earl.
Yes. Gotta keep Yuvka from getting too much in trouble.
I look over at Jell and the other guy.
When you turn to look at Gel and Secundus, you see that Earl has fallen asleep using a thinking-looking Gur as a pillow, and Secundus is keeping watch over her. He turns to you with a glance, and before he looks at Dune and Earl, are you too sure?
I mean, it's our hottest lead, but I say we wait for those two. What do you say, T-Bags?
Dune was saying she's our current only lead, and let's at least I'm the one that always tends to die first.
Secundus lets out a big sigh. I suppose we don't really have much other choice.
And I don't suppose we can ask either of the two greater factions around here for what we're after, so...
Alright.
This better not bring us to our graves. Otherwise, I'm taking you with us, Norma.
Alright. Just sounds like we have a deal then. You guys can spend the night here in the only room that the inn has. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay?
Wait, so it's gonna be like 4 of us in one room?
There are 2 queen beds in that room.
I don't need sleep
And
yet.
a couch.
I can
So
keep guard.
It's alright, I'll collapse.
Can I just put gel over my shoulder to carry them?
If you want.
Sure.
Secundus is going to approach the bartender and pay for the night.
as I leave out the door, I quickly give you guys a few finger guns and head towards my little rundown shack.
Well, with that, we are going to end it right here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. They finally reached Thaliost, but have they entered into a more dangerous place? Yes, they have. Until next time, everyone, have a good night.
Guten Tag, good night, everybody.
Adios!